All right, guys. I'm trying something new with my phone. I put it on sideways. And if this makes it full screen, then guess what? I was today years old when I learned how to do that. I also just learned that when you shave with the grain, you don't get ingrown hairs. Just learned that too. Anyways, enough just dispelling wisdom on you guys. Safuu's price today is 20 cents, just a hair over 20 cents. We have had 14,000 volume. Most of that was from buys, but there were a lot of small sellers and only 6 buyers. So the sentiment, Confirmant told me this morning, the sentiment is still a little negative, but there are some people buying big, and usually the people who buy big they know something. Let's just leave it at that. Maybe we should all be big buyers right now. Not financial advice. All right. If you guys have not yet, make sure you follow at official Safuu on Twitter. It's at official Safuu, just spelled like that, because that is the verified Twitter account of Safuu now. Mr. No Fame is running that for us. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Oliver78900, and I post all this stuff I talk about before I talk about it with you guys. And I posted a ton of stuff, so I'm going to try to get through this quick. So option 2 for Ted's proposal is winning by a long shot. It's like almost 90% to 10%. So I think option 2 is going to win it, and option 2 was the one that was going to cost more up front, but was going to provide us more benefits in the long run, because we were going to get 1% of the taxes buying Apollo, and then that Apollo was going to be sent to the council to be used either for the lottery or to be sold for, whatever they need it for, instead of it going to Apollo. So I think it's a good thing. There was some talk of buyback and burn going on last night from Bullet, and Mr. No Fame was just responding to him saying, we are in the middle of creating utility. It just takes time. We are actively working on this as we speak. And legendary Other Nathan said, there are many things going on behind the scenes. I believe that, guys. I believe there is a lot going on behind the scenes. I'm telling you, Safuu is fixing to take off. So Bullet was saying we could be 150 to 200,000 per month using half the SIF for buyback and burn. And Mr. No Fame said the community voted. I'm not sure why you keep bringing up the same conversation over and over again. And Mr. No Fame goes on to say, we have another vote in 2 weeks. We all want the price to appreciate, but we can't only rely on buyback and burn. We need to create long-term burns. They aren't my proposals. They aren't my proposals, and the community voted. They are, I don't know. Even if we didn't base it off the amount of Safuu per wallet, it would have been the same outcome. We were trying to make the voting process fair, but not everyone will always agree. Yeah, because they put in the anti-whale measures recently, and I think the 1.2 million Safuu whale wallet number 3. I think they now only are counted as having 11,000 Safuu when they vote. So, I'm like half of them right now. So, Mr. No Fame says, you gotta let us work, man. Literally dedicating every day to this project with zero pay. He's saying dedicating hours every day to this project with zero pay, with the sole purpose of getting us where we deserve to be. If the community wants buyback and burn, then they will vote in 2 weeks to make it happen. At this point, I'm hoping the community votes for the biggest buyback and burn possible, so we can either see it succeed or see it fail. Hopefully succeed, but I see that as a short-term exit strategy for most. I think most people will keep voting for utility, so I don't think there's any risk of buyback and burn winning. So I looked up the Apollo token yesterday because I was just curious about it. I hadn't really looked into it much. Its volume is super low. Greek assured me, though, that that's because it's staked, and that it's also going to serve as a launch pad for Vulcan. So once Vulcan comes out, the volume is going to be much higher. But we are presumably going to have much better volume with the Revive token. I don't really have a good argument as to why, but it's going to be new, and it's not going to be staking like Apollo, so maybe that will create a much greater amount of volume. And Apollo does work. I looked at it last night and it was 148, and then I looked at it this morning, it was already $1.50. So the price just constantly appreciates and never goes down. So that's pretty cool, even with like next to no volume. So it's crazy if there's a lot of volume what the price will do. It'll be insane. So Revive could generate a lot of excitement, which could turn into a lot of volume, which will benefit Safuu. I keep looking at the wrong side of the, I need to look here. So I apologize. I look like I'm just looking off in the distance. All right. So Lucky was talking, because I was asking Lucky about that. And he was saying, yeah, Apollo volume is low because it's supposed to be a launch pad for Vulcan, which I just said. Once Vulcan launches, more volume should come. But if they make the token for us for Safuu, it will definitely pick up volume. I know I'll invest in that token that helps Safuu. It's a great idea. It's just one of many streams of revenue they want to have to keep a constant burn on Safuu. So truly, all we have to do is just kick back and hold and see value go up. Safuu going to the moon. I can feel it now. We finally have direction again. Twitter account going too. We need to rally the troops, do more guerrilla marketing. So Lucky is definitely very bullish on Safuu. All right. Let's see. I like this. This is cool. All right, so Lucky once more saying, we are going to the moon for sure once we get Burns going and SIF in action with development of this new token and dApps for lotteries, etc. I'm real excited. And then Mr. No Fame posted something that he had seen on Twitter, and it says, it's one of those sentences where you fill in the blank at the end, and it says, Safuu price end of 2023 will be blank. And legendary Other Nathan responded, playing it safe, $5. So, and he said, again, that's playing it extremely safe. So conservatively speaking, at the end of this year, we'll see $5 Safuu, conservatively speaking. And then legendary Other Nathan, he goes on to say, very possible, multiple things to come for Safuu. And then Andreas was saying, not selling my Safuu until it hits my target of $290, which is what I originally bought Safuu at, which is awesome. And then Bobtail was actually saying the price will probably be 10 to 15, and Bobtail's a smart person and has a really smart cat too. Bobtail's cat makes predictions that are really positive. So far, only 64 people have voted on the Revive token, whether it's option 1 or option 2. So, you know, your vote counts now with this anti-well measure. So go to the announcements and make sure you vote. Tiki Barman was saying, I'm so excited about seeing option 2 in action. I'm guessing you are preparing to, he's saying to Ted, I'm guessing you are preparing to go live on that option as soon as possible. And Ted responds, absolutely. Once I get word from the council on this, I can make it happen. So things are going to be happening soon. Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms says, 21 cents, here we go. Spread the word. Safuu is back and getting ready to take flight. Make it a personal goal to hold at least 10,000 Safuu. You will thank me later. Not financial advice, of course, just words of wisdom. And, well, I know this token will go over $1 quick. Lots of big things happening behind the scenes. Don't miss out on these low prices. When Safuu had 600,000 tokens, we were over $300 a token, and that wasn't with a null wallet destroying supply, and that was with a rebase going on. We will easily surpass that number really quickly. Just wait till we are below 10 million tokens, then the visual optics of price will really start to take off due to high liquidity and scarcity of tokens. So that might not take too long to get to under 10 million. So this is the time to be loading up. When people are scared, that's when you should be greedy. And Lucky Charms saying, will the Kier was asking him, will the automatic market maker math really work in a reverse order as well? And Lucky Charms is saying, even better. What a lot of people don't realize is Safuu is tremendously undervalued. I'll explain. When the tokens began being sent from the fire pit to a real null wallet, the supply dramatically reduced. It was no longer thinking there was 66 million tokens in circulation. This sent a shock to the automatic market maker because now we are super thick in liquidity, but our market cap doesn't indicate the true value of Safuu. Tell me another token that's not a stable coin that has over 2.2 million basically in liquidity and is being listed at only over 3 million market cap. I can tell you there isn't one. Safuu is one of a kind. The automatic market maker will autocorrect once we get more volume. You will see price spike with only small amounts of buy volume. And when people sell, you barely see it move. This is because we are extremely thick in liquidity and we are extremely low risk. In my eyes, Safuu is the safest bet in DeFi at the moment because of how much liquidity we have backing the token, and the supply only keeps getting scarcer. People holding bags of Safuu will be extremely happy they kept buying and holding onto this. Hell yeah. People holding bags of Safuu will be extremely happy they kept buying and holding on to this golden token. It's only going to get better. Right now, the council is developing plans of revenue on top of the burns. This will continually feed Safuu to get scarcer and scarcer, thus making all investors' bags worth more and more money. It's only a matter of a short time once the streams go live. People will be kicking themselves they didn't buy more at these low prices. This is not a hype speech, it's facts. Safuu is designed now as the ultimate store of value token, and it will only get scarcer and scarcer, thrusting value upward because, again, we are very thick in liquidity and can back any buys or sells no problem. In conclusion, not financial advice, but buy more Safuu and you'll be extremely happy you did. And I was thinking about this. Ted was saying there's just over 4 million Safuu owned. Imagine if we get the supply down to like 5 million. I mean, there's gonna be people who sold up to that point, but it's like, imagine if like most of the supply is owned, how valuable it's gonna be, because there's gonna be so few that are free to be purchased. Like, it's gonna be crazy how valuable it'll be. Kier is responding, thank you so much for the detailed explanation. Yes, I am observing it's behaving more like a stable coin. Question, how will automatic market maker behave if the circulating supply will be, say, 10 million or 6 million, but the volume is as low as today? Will it still stay at 20 cents or so? Lucky Charms responds, nope. As more volume picks up and token gets scarcer, the value ultimately gets forced upward. If you notice the buys and sells, when someone sells, it doesn't move the needle barely at all, which is true. It's 0.000x movements, whereas buys move price 0.00x movements. So it's a whole zero difference in movement. If someone throws a large buy at price right now, they will get a big bag and people will be shocked because price will dramatically move. And Bullet was saying he might throw 100 grand into this soon. So expect some whales. Just expect that. Kier says, so basically what you mean is as tokens become scarcer, slowly price will start moving up irrespective of volume. Of course, low volume will only increase the price by smaller amount. And Lucky says, yep, exactly. We're fine with liquidity. If anything, we will only have much more liquidity by then. Even PancakeSwap has Safuu labeled now as low risk. And he says, and he goes on to say, can't wait for the dApps to be created and the vote to move forward and this new token to feed Safuu. We'll have a lot of reoccurring volume then. So as you can see, there's a lot coming. And I'm going to wrap this up now. Iffy Forever was actually kind of, as these millennials say, throwing shade. It's so annoying when people here keep saying it will be $100, $200, and so on when it will be... when it will go to the fire pit and buyback and burn, but don't realize council don't care about buyback and burn. They go in different long ways, so our grandkids might get some only if they come back from this long nonsense route. English not your first language. All right, Lucky Charms responds, everything the council is designing is buyback and burn. Not understanding this comment, friend. Literally all they want to do is buy back and burn, but doing it the smart way, which means we use streams of revenue to continually feed volume without relying on investors to buy more tokens. You could literally just hold and see your value go up. Obviously, people seeing this will want more tokens, but if you didn't add more, the revenue generated from these streams will fuel the burns and volume alone. Someone was saying scarcity is one aspect of price increase for sure, but the other aspect is utility. Lucky Charm says utility being worked on right now, dApp being created, also website being updated to advertise, and also once this vote is over, we will have revived token feed and Safuu. So lots of things being worked on. And then Legendary Other Nathan is responding to Iffy Forever. We were elected by the community. We are people who care about Safuu. We came up with proposals, community voted, and made the decision. To say we don't care is 100% unfounded. Every single proposal has buyback and burn built into it. And Lucky Charms responding to Nathan saying, it's okay, bro. Some people aren't grasping the concept of everything. Everything has buyback and burn, literally everything. Every idea presented to the council will be buying back and burning Safuu. Literally everything. People need to change their mindset to, I need to get more Safuu, because when this explodes, and it will soon, people will kick themselves. I've seen it happen more times than a lot of people, LOL. I've been investing since 2012, and I'm sure we've all had that man, I wish I would have. Well, Safuu is our token. The whole community and we will explode and have that moment. Kier is saying, if burning and reducing supply is a no-brainer, the way the automatic market maker works, then why other coins or tokens don't do the same? I mean, more vigorously. Say Binance can really accelerate their burning and profit from price rise immensely from the increase in prices. That's a good question. All right, Lucky answering someone else. He says there's lots of interest of outside investors waiting to partner with Safuu. We are the ultimate store of value token to link up with due to our liquidity. So just a lot of just bullish things heading coming for Safuu, and the sentiment has not caught up yet. Let's just put it that way. The sentiment has not caught up yet. Let's see if I got anything else for you guys. I'm already at 16 minutes. Sorry, guys. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you guys for today. And I'm not going to say what I'm going to do with my videos, because every time I do something different. So we'll just see what happens. I'll try to do my best every time. All right, thanks for watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And I got a full screen video now, so look at that. All right.